here we are at Greg Lassar's class, and I'm going to be interviewing a very interesting graphic artist. His name is Trevor Ali, and I'm so thrilled to have found this guy. You're going to really enjoy this interview. And here's Trevor. Hi, Trevor.
Hello.
So, Trevor, tell me something. You know, I really like your graphics. They're amazing. I mean, it's just so professional. I mean, you have the perfect eye. The principles of design are all incorporated in it. So, want to tell me a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Where would you like me to start?
How about how did you get into art in the first place?
Well, when I was younger, I had very supportive parents that encouraged my creativity. I used to draw a lot as a kid, and I used to draw like superheroes and
Superheroes,
and
really?
pirates, yes.
Well, in color or in black and white?
Just black and white. I sketched them out quite a bit. And I still have them all somewhere. But I did that most of my youth, and that kind of led me to explore options like in high school and taking art classes and kind of finding things I found fun and creative and not dull, and then realizing I could have a profession in it. That be working.
Well, how old were you when you realized you could have a profession?
I think it was very. It was probably in college. It was kind of a last-minute decision to switch majors.
Oh, really?
But I decided to major in design and industry. And I went in going as an industrial artist, but then realized I don't like tools, so I changed my major to graphic design.
I see.
And when I was in that program, I took interdisciplinary design, which included animation, set design, graphic design, and realized it was pretty fun to draw and get recognized for it. So I kind of put two and two together, and started to pursue careers in that field. So yeah, that's kind of how I guess I got started with it.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Yeah, I just never liked typical jobs. So.
But were you still drawing superheroes in college?
No, I mean I'm a big fan of it.
Were you sketching? Were you
I sketch a lot. I sketched a lot in college. I kind of go back into it then, just sketching random things. I'm a huge fan of like animation. So,
really?
Yeah, I do a lot of like Simpsons type things, like pop culture.
Nice.
Just for fun, because I've learned this, you have to balance what you want. So you have to balance different clientele, and I have what I personally like to do, and I have what other people want me to do. So I kind of do everything. I do the fun stuff, and I do the stuff that pays the bills.
So how long have you been paying your bills with your graphic art?
I've been a freelancer now for I think 2 years.
Wow, nice.
Before that, I worked for some companies. I did graphic design for them.
Oh, you did? What kind of companies were they?
Technology companies, really boring technology.
Really?
Companies. Yeah, they were very creative.
Boring?
Like the creativity wasn't really there. So it's not like I had a blank canvas. I had guidelines I had to follow, which were pretty limiting because it didn't allow for much innovation, I guess you could say.
Right. I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they dominate what you had to do, so to speak? Because I have worked for a company that it was all about what they wanted, even though it wasn't good.
Yeah, and that's kind of how it was. Like I knew what the standard was, so I just went every day and met that standard. I didn't really go above and beyond that standard because I really didn't care, which is really bad to say, but.
Or you're just being truthful.
Yeah, no, it was a shitty company that like had shitty standards and had shitty products, and like
What were you doing there?
I just got back from abroad, and I needed a job.
Abroad? Where were you?
So.
Oh, you're saying you just got back from abroad?
Yeah. So
From where?
That was from New Zealand.
New Zealand?
Yes.
My goodness, you're a young man here.
I know. I went I lived there for 4 months. I did a teaching program there for design.
Really? That's very interesting. All the way in New Zealand?
Yes, it was stupid, but and I learned a lot. But again, the program was more industrial. It wasn't graphics based, so I feel like it didn't fit in. And I was paying way too much money to go there. But I learned a lot about myself there, and I kind of got thrown in a position where I needed to figure things out. I actually was working. I was working as a freelancer while there, but my boss didn't know I was in New Zealand.
Oh, you're hysterical.
So I used to get I get briefs daily on what I needed to do for the graphic work, but then I was a day ahead, so it was the next day and a few hours difference. So one day he called me and goes, "Your quality of work has really gone downhill," because I was doing a full-time teaching program, and then I was also juggling a full-time.
But hold it, where was your boss when?
San Diego.
San Diego, and you're in New Zealand?
Yeah,
You talk about playing hooky.
Yeah, I never actually met him. It was all done online.
Oh, okay.
So that was kind of my first experience of just kind of winging it, and it worked out great until the work caught up to me. But then I ended up coming back, and I ended up working for that company, that technology company, and then they ended up moving to Texas, and they didn't take me with them, which is fine.
Why didn't they take you with them?
Probably because I don't know. I really didn't care. I was really happy with them taking me with them because they weren't going anywhere. And I think I realized that if a company like that could make profit and make such a shitty product, a person like me could make good quality things and make a better profit.
Very smart.
So I kind of put the two and two together, and then once that didn't work out with them, I just started doing freelance, and everything kind of took off from there. So just kind of made quality products and built relationships, and at the same time, kind of just established a clientele that has stuck with me since. So,
and how long have you been living in the art district?
I've been living there for almost 2 years. I was living in Costa Mesa, and then I grew up in that area. I decided to move away from it just because I felt like I couldn't grow there, and I thought Long Beach was a good opportunity because from what I saw in the art scene, there was a void, and I kind of thought I could fill that, and I think I did a pretty good job.
I bet you do.
Yeah, so I got a lot of people in the Long Beach area, but then I also get clientele in San Francisco and San Diego, and
that's impressive from San Francisco.
Yeah.
But let me ask you now. You've been to other places abroad, did you say?
Yeah, after college, I worked at a summer camp in Croatia for 2 summers.
And where?
Croatia.
Croatia.
Yeah. It was
Young man, what were you doing all the way over there? Bad enough you were in New Zealand. No, good enough that you were in New Zealand, but Croatia. How did you communicate there?
It was an English summer camp.
So all the kids knew English?
Yeah, majority of them did, and I still talk to a lot of them daily.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, great guys, great kids, great counselors. Some of my best friends I met there because we were stuck in a camp with them for months, and you see them every minute.
How long did you stay there, or just for summer?
The first year I left, I graduated college, and then my friends were studying abroad, so I lived with them for like 3 months in England, and then I traveled around by myself for a month.
Nice.
And then I ended up in Croatia for that summer, but then I didn't want to go home, so then I got a teaching job in Hungary as an English teacher.
A teaching job in Hungary?
Yes.
Oh, come on now. Who were you teaching?
I was in a village. There was I think 1,200 people there.
Well, did they know English, or how did you get by?
I don't know how I got by, but I had a contact.
What did you use, sign language?
I kind of learned some key phrases, and then I think I was there for 6 months.
Oh, wait a second, you were teaching?
I taught English.
Oh, you were teaching English.
English
Okay.
And history. So I had to learn history because I didn't really major in it.
Oh, that's funny. But I'm sure you knew more than them.
Yeah, no, I learned a lot about Australian history because that's what they had me teach. So I kind of just incorporated art into my projects and taught ages preschool to 15, I think. So I did that for about 6 months, and I decided it was kind of time to go home. And I was abroad for about 9 months at the time. So I came home for about 3 months, and we got antsy again, then went back.
Fun.
So I worked at the summer camp again with the same friends, and kind of did the art thing, where I did video production and art.
Oh, okay.
So after that, I came home and I worked at a couple different art-related jobs, and then went up to Pennsylvania for a summer after that.
Pennsylvania. He went from Croatia to Pennsylvania. But this guy gets around, and you're from California, San Diego.
I get antsy, but I...
What brought you to Pennsylvania in the first place?
One of my contacts from the Croatian job recommended me for the art director. So I was an art director there for a summer.
Where in Pennsylvania?
It was Tyler Hill, Pennsylvania, which is the middle of nowhere.
Wow, nice. Beautiful country there.
Yeah, very pretty. I didn't clash with the people very well because I didn't know how to be artsy. It was a very sports-oriented camp. But good experience nonetheless. Met some great people. Kind of learned more about myself, I guess you could say. All these experiences kind of helped me learn more about myself and kind of what I wanted to do. But I do a lot of like artsy and craftsy things as well, besides just doing like computer-related graphics and whatnot. I just can do that.
So you computer-related graphics.
Yeah, that was more hands-on graphics and tiles and drawing and paper mache.
Oh, paper mache.
It was fun. Got paid to make art, so I can't complain. But yeah, it's always I've always kind of liked just to work for myself and kind of do my own thing. That's kind of reflected in my travel and history.
Now, what about the print? You do a lot of print work?
Yeah, now I do. I do everything. I do like half web, half print, half marketing, half.
Oh, it all ties in together.
Yeah, I mean it's all the same foundation. It's just about learning the technology to implement it. So whether it's building a website or building a layout, it's trying to find a flow. Doing a logo, doing a website, making something for fun. Just trying to make it visually appealing.
Do you have any advice for flourishing graphic artists?
Find something you're really passionate about and just go with it. Because I have things that I like to do that make me...
Well, now, when you say find what you are passionate about...
Yeah. In terms of art, like find things that you really get...
Because there's so many aspects of graphic art.
Yeah, there's so many.
You could be designing packages, or everything that we look at is graphic art.
Half of it's super shitty, but it's fun to find the stuff. I like the stuff that makes you kind of think a minute, or it's like you look at it and you don't realize it at first, and then you have like an aha moment. That's probably the most rewarding thing for me in my work, or in seeing other people's work, is like looking at something and then I get it now. I had that moment the other day when I was just driving and I was looking at the Wiener Schnitzel logo. Didn't even the W has 3 layers to it. It's like a red layer, an orange layer, and like a flesh color layer, and it's actually a hot dog. I didn't even realize that until I looked at it.
Yeah,
but it takes that minute to kind of have that moment. Like it doesn't come all the time, but when you have it, it's kind of cool to have. And especially if you create something that has that. It's kind of cool. Like I'd rather make something cool than be a millionaire. But then I've learned to kind of if you make cool things, people respond to them in a good way. So.
Yeah, your work is very clean.
Yeah, I like white space and minimal color, but that's only one aspect of it. I do like a lot of art shows for myself that are more
art shows.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
I do like pop art a lot.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I had a show 3 weeks ago in Fresno.
Really?
It was like a Simpsons art show. I made some cool stuff.
Nice. Oh, I'd like to go to one of your art shows sometime.
I'm doing a Star Wars one in December.
What kind?
Star Wars.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And where would that be?
I think it's the 3rd or 4th. It's in Rosemead.
Oh, Rosemead. Okay.
Yeah, so it's not too far. But it's like just trying to find the opportunity to get your stuff out there and have people respond to it. It's kind of what I look forward to. I'd rather pass out cool prints and have people respond to them than trying to feel like this posh person. There's 2 types of designers I've kind of learned. I think I learned in college. There's like the people that think too highly of themselves.
Oh, really?
And don't have a sense of humor, or just sort of, they're just way too serious. And I'm the opposite of that. Like I'm pretty goofy, and I'd rather have like a sense of humor about life and my work than be this like, I don't know, like this la-ti-da type of person that doesn't give other people the time of day. So it's...
Well, I see that. I mean, you responded to me. I got you from Adam. I mean, I just went to Google Earth, and my fingers were walking in the art district, and who did I see on Google Earth but Trevor Ali?
Yeah.
And I was really surprised that you were so friendly and willing to do this for me. You know, it's really.
I've done this a lot with people actually. I mean, I wish I had this when I was younger, or when I was trying to figure things out, because I don't know. Like I was just like, oh, I could be an artist. I could do art, but like, it's nice to guide people in the right direction and kind of help them, because when I don't know something or want to learn more, I would prefer somebody help me out, you know. So yeah, it's no big deal to me. I think it's nice. It's part of being human.
Yes, exactly. So you're making a difference every day in your life.
I mean, yeah. It's just,
Oh wait. Oh, John, shoot. I have to cut this part out. What's going on with the Zoom? Oh, okay. I gotta put that in. So I mean, you're making a difference every day of your life, aren't you?
Yeah, that's what I think it's the part of being human, though. At the same time, I think it's what people want and try to achieve. I don't know. It just depends on how you go about doing it. I chose this route. So we'll see.
No, it's a good route, and you're so young yet too. So. You have a long road ahead of you. I can't imagine where you're going to be 10 years from now. Do you see yourself like even 5 years from now, or just every day, whatever? Do you have any long-term goals?
I mean, yeah, everybody has long-term goals. I mean, I have things that I would like
They do? Not everybody. I don't know what I'm doing 5 years from now.
I guess I have things that I would like to do. And I have things that I would like to achieve in art.
Such as?
I don't know. I think I just want to be on a certain level, because you see what other people are accomplishing on different levels of design and art, and you find it's interesting when you see becomes what you see more and more of, and like who people are rising and why they're rising. So I try and analyze a lot of that stuff to see how I could try and get to that place, or,
right?
Just kind of have a following, I guess you could say. But I tend to take in a lot of different things to see what's the best way for me to approach it.
Are there any causes that you might be interested in helping along the way?
I mean, yeah, I support a lot of things, so it's one of those things that I'm pretty.
Which one are you most passionate about, would you say? Huh?
Causes?
Yeah.
Would you like what do you mean
Well,
by
yeah,
causes?
you know, like the juvenile justice or cancer, AIDS, whatever, you know.
I mean, anything that is that has a good backbone. There's nothing specific, but it's like anything that has a good foundation. I'm always a fan of, because
Homelessness.
Yeah, and homelessness is a big idea. It's trying to make people aware of things. Like any kind of creative campaign, I would love to help with, because it's nice to. I think people, if something's done more creatively.
It's a very creative word.
Yeah, it's presented in a good fashion, and people respond to it better. I just did a carpool campaign for San Francisco.
Really? A carpool campaign?
Yeah,
oh.
a carpool campaign. And they gave me total creative control, and it turned out really good.
What did you do? How did you know? What did you do?
It was for 511.org, which is the carpool transportation authority for California.
Wow.
And then
how did you get that gig?
Somebody called me up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just called me up. And then
See, you're always wanted, huh?
Yeah, and then it was for an app called Karma Carpool, and the Bay Area Transportation Authority So we did like an opposites attract type of thing, and how you carpool, you kind of get all these opposites, and it's kind of this fun, wacky adventure. I'm like, yeah, I'll help you guys with this.
What was your part in it? What did you do?
I was a creative director.
Really?
Yeah, I did everything.
Wow.
I cast it. I got the photographer. I kind of picked the different roles. It was really cool. It turned out great.
That's a very impressive.
Like 50 replies. So
The stickers?
Yeah.
What kind of stickers?
I did like a Simpsons mashup. It was Mo from Simpsons, the bartender. He's also
funny.
the Little Mermaid. So it's like a mashup when you take two ideas and make it one.
Really?
Yeah, and so I did that this morning. I had one a couple weeks ago. So just finding things that people would be attracted to and offer that.
Well, you really get around, don't you?
I do.
Yeah, you're a very outgoing person.
Yeah, no, I used to not be like this, but one day I just decided to be outgoing. So just kind of, I realized life is boring when you're shy. So I think I've kind of...
Were you ever shy?
I was super shy, yeah. I was shy probably in high school up to probably like 19-ish, 20. And then I just kind of decided that it's more exciting to be outgoing and kind of talk to everybody because you learn their stories. Everybody has a good story. You have to just kind of search for them and kind of...
Did you ever have to drink to get outgoing?
No, I'm
use
not
booze?
a drinker. I don't drink that often. I pick up people when I'm drunk and I sing karaoke. But that's about it.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
no, I'm not a...
Do you really? Can you sing a tune for us?
I know, I have a horrible voice.
Oh, okay.
I have a horrible voice.
Well, I don't think they serve booze here
Yeah.
in Panera.
You sound better when you're doing karaoke. But alcohol is kind of is there, but occasionally not my thing.
Oh, that's good. Okay, so you actually worked on it yourself with no tools to lose your shyness,
I feel
get over it.
My mind is so wacky that I don't need any kind of
Oh, no wonder why I get along good with you.
Yeah, no, I definitely don't need anything to get myself going. Like, my mind is very random, but that's kind of what's cool about it. And ideas just kind of float into my head sometimes, and I'm like, that's a fantastic idea, I'm going to do that.
So, Trevor, like I said, it was a pleasure. Very nice to meet you, and I appreciate all the tips.
Oh, yeah, no worries. It was great talking with you.
Okay. Bye, Trevor.